So Arjan, we see you're sitting down here. Congratulations on the win. Did you injure yourself, or is this just more comfortable for you right now?
No, I'm just get a drink of water, sit down. They put a chair here, so I sat.
Perfect. How'd you feel about your performance tonight?
Good, you know. We had a good game plan of pressuring him, mixing up our strikes with our takedowns. You know, he's made some adjustments and some improvements, but, you know, we were comfortable the whole time. You know, dominated going forward. You know, all the judges gave it to us, so it's good things to build on and things to be happy about.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know you said earlier this week that you felt you were going to be able to finish him. Did you feel you came close to that any point, or was he tougher than you expected? Or?
You know, a little bit of both. You know, he found a way to stick in there and survive. Maybe he had a little more gas than he did his previous fights. Obviously, he's down in ATT now. So, you know, everyone at this level is tough. You got to give it to him. But obviously, you know, he's a prospect. I'm going for that title. I'm championship caliber, and there's levels to this. So I'm happy with our performance.
Clearly, you were pushing for the takedown throughout the fight. Were you surprised at how well he fended it off early?
No, you know, he's got a great group of coaches. Obviously, he's training. And when you're young, fight after fight, it's a big learning curve and improvements each time you get out there. So he's putting in his work, but as am I. You know, whether I get in the first, whether I get in the third, I'm going to get you, and I got him.
His foot was pretty swollen between the second and third round. Were you aware of how bad the injury was?
Yeah, my corner did a great job of letting me know. And in the third, I was doing some foot stomps there against the cage. You know, he's kicking, so you know that's the nature of the beast.
Back in the win column now. Are you looking to get back in the cage soon? Obviously, the Toronto card is just down the road. Would that be too soon? Or?
I'd love to go there. Brampton would come out for their boy. I'll tell you that much. But that's not my job. That's you know, we got bosses in the UFC. I've got management to help with matchmaking. So I'll let them figure that out. I'll be in the gym with my coaches, getting better every day.
You said you feel championship caliber. How far away are you from, you know, being in that title talk, do you feel?
That's the only reason I'm in this sport, is to be a champion. I've never, you know, looked to be in a sport just to participate. That's not who I am. I look to excel at everything I do, and that's what drives me. So, you know, that is our goal. Every time I get out there, it's to get one step closer to that. And like I said, I'll leave it up to my management, my coaches, the UFC to figure out how many fights that is and who's next and all that kind of stuff. But that is my driving force every day I get to the gym.
Yeah, what would be the ideal situation for you? Because it sounds like, you know, DC is going to have this fight coming with Lewis if he wins. He'll fight Brock Lesnar, and then sounds like he's going to retire. If he retired with the belt, what would be your opinion of what the UFC should do to kind of crown a new champion?
Hey, the AKA's got a stable of heavyweights. We're going to find a way to keep that in-house, whether that's DC or someone else. So, you know, let DC do his thing. He's got a big fight in New York next week. I wish him well, all the best. And, you know, we'll see which one he gets booked for next. And I'm hoping I get to jump into camp with him. Anytime you're in there for, you know, with a guy like DC, he's a captain for a reason. It's a great environment to be there.
Yeah, do you know what the deal is with Kane? Is he in the gym when you're down there?
He is, and you know, he's still the best, man. Everyone in the gym knows. He puts in work. You know, again, I know he's dealing with some stuff with the UFC, which I can't really touch on. That's for them to answer, them being Kane. Right. But, you know, he still got the goods, and whenever he chooses to step in, like I said, that belt should stay at AKA.
Is there anyone you think is a good fight for you after this?
I don't do that. I don't look beyond this. I know I look at cities. Toronto would be great. Like I said, Brampton would come out. There's certain markets, you know, the UK if they ever come around, Vancouver if they ever come around. You know, pick your spot in California. We've got big pockets of our population there. So that's the stuff that excites me. You know, opponents, it doesn't matter as long as it keeps me moving up.
I know you're a long way from home, but can you tell me, what did you think of fighting here in Canada?
Hey, this is home. You know, I'm Canadian, born and bred, Vancouver, BC. My family came here for a better future, for myself, for my siblings, for our family. And, you know, I represented our Maple Leaf for many years, proudly, internationally. And this will always be my home. I try to represent the Indian flag now and try to give back and inspire some kids over there that don't have an athlete to look up to. You know, they don't have the resources and the luxuries we have here as Canadians. You know, what we complain about, they would die to have over there. So, you know, I'm trying to give back to the homeland now. But Canada is always my home, my Maple Leaf. I got the Olympic rings on my back for a reason. I've competed in Fredericton at the national championships before. And I'm actually, the last time I competed with Misha Serkinov, we were on Team Canada at the U21 World Championships. So it's cool that he's here. We haven't competed on the same weekend together since then. So that's cool.